In this video, I want to go over the general layout of MOER. Now, the first thing I want to point out is up here in the top right-hand corner is the change user info. If for any reason you need to come in here and change the email address or change your password, this is where you can do that. I also want to make sure you have these items checked. So this way, they're personal preference, but it'll show you when there's new posts, when there's new messages sent to you. Um, Last, make sure for the math display that the math jacks is selected. There are some other options here, but they may cause funniness to occur. So make sure you have that selected. Okay, now we're going to go back to this main home page. From here, you'll notice you'll get new messages posted here, new forum messages posted here. All right, great. Let's click into the course. Once we're in the course, you will notice there's the announcements page right here. I do my weekly communications through the announcements. It is very easy for a student to minimize this. Now, next time you log in, it will remain minimized. So I would ask you, do not minimize this. Leave this open. So this way, you can read the announcements for the week and then not miss it the next week. Then you'll notice we have a calendar down here where you can see the assignments that are due and the assignments that are upcoming. Whoops, there we go. You will notice quizzes are not on here. Quizzes are unannounced. They will, as it says in the syllabus, they will appear according to whatever the syllabus is. You always get a couple days to work on them, and you'll know what day to look. So just make sure you read the syllabus to understand how quizzes are administered. The forums are just for your discussion, just for you to talk to each other, so you can communicate with other students in the course. I will go in and read too, so make sure you say nice things about. No, I'm just kidding. But make sure you use these appropriately, school appropriate conversation. Even if you delete them, I have the ability to go back and look throughout history. So be smart. But in here, you can post, questions about problems. You can quote. You can make study groups. You can do whatever you want to do. These are for you. Okay. Now, next, you will notice we have a block called syllabus, written homework solutions, etc. This block gets overlooked quite frequently. First thing I want to point out: this is one of your link to the OneNote notebook. Here is your syllabus link, which you'll be using later with the syllabus. This is what students forget. When I ask you to do problems out of the book, the answers are located here. Now, these answers, again, are sometimes they're written, typed out, how to do the problem. Other times it's just the answer, so you can check your work. So there's some good help there. Helpful video and resources. I will post interesting things here. So one thing that students asked me for was, how to do slope and regressions using your calculator. There's a video on that. And then these are some things that will come up later in the course, and I'll make sure I point them out. But when I post helpful videos or helpful links, this is where I like to put them, so they're in one spot. Going lower, this is the book. Chapter 1 is not graded. This is just for you to do on your own, just for review. I will jump straight into chapter 2 since that's where we're going to be in the class. You will notice section 2.1. I will list objectives, what you should be learning. Then I will list the textbook. This is a link that takes you to the actual textbook if you'd like to read it. Then in that same area is the notes that you should be filling out. You fill out these notes while watching the video. So you will see here is the video that will guide you through how to fill out these notes. Then your homework. Your homework link is right there. It's next to this, and you'll see it. You haven't started this assignment yet, so I have a little bubble here that is completely empty. As I work on the assignment, that bubble will fill up. Once it's done, it'll be all filled in. So I click on this, it will bring me into the homework assignments. There's another video that talks about homework and how to navigate those. And that is pretty much it for the course. You'll notice then there's section 2.2, and you can again go down there. The last thing about navigating is you'll notice this isolate button off to the side. Sometimes things can get lengthy and you would like to look at it just in one screen. So if I click isolate, then that brings up the section 2.2 stuff all on one page, and it kind of gets rid of everything else. So it's all off to the side. Of course, you can always follow the breadcrumb trail to go back to any other version of the website, all the way back to the original look. On the left-hand side, these will just be quick links. Messages bring you to the messaging. So if you need to write me a message, you can do that from in here. Send a new message and select a recipient. There will be only one David Dwork in the class. One's my teacher account, one's my student account. That's why there's two right now. The student will be removed. So you send it to me that way. Or There is the forums, the calendar, which I already have on the page. Course map is, don't worry about that. The gradebook, and when I click into the gradebook, you will see this is how I'm doing in the course. You will notice you see three different types of grades: past due and attempted, past due and available. The one that is most traditional for you is the past due column, so you can look at that and ignore the rest of it. You'll notice since I clicked into the assignment, I have a 0 out of a 7, because I haven't gotten any of them right. And you'll see that it's showing that this assignment is in progress. So that's how you kind of use the gradebook. But if you're wondering what your grade is in the class, look at the past due. That is kind of the, any assignment that is due and cannot be worked on anymore and your grade is solid in stone, that is that one. Okay. Um, and this is the gradebook that I use for the course. So then, last but not least, make sure whenever you are done, click log out. MathAS will stay open in the background indefinitely, or sorry, MOER will stay open in the background indefinitely. And if another user comes in and somebody like a brother or sister, another person comes in and logs into their MOER account, it will override yours and you will lose everything that you had going, or just weird things happen. You try to click on a page and it says you don't have access. Well, it's because it's logged into the other person's account. So just make sure you log out whenever you're done. And hopefully that's enough to help you get navigating around more.